It's a tight race at the BMW Championship. Players are looking to get in position for a victory that could give them the edge as they seek the FedEx Cup.
Welcome to PGA Tour Today, presented by World MasterCard.
The 4 players atop the leaderboard entering round 2 at Cog Hill haven't been guaranteed access into the Tour Championship field, but if they can keep their pace, they'll be making reservations for a trip to Atlanta. Welcome to PGA Tour Today. I'm Win McMurry. It's the final event before the Tour Championship, and after the first 2 playoff tournaments, the top 70 players in the FedEx Cup standings are looking to move their names up the leaderboard at the BMW Championship. Entering the second round off 5 under 65s, Rory Sabbatini and Steve Marino lead the charge. At 26th in the FedEx Cup standings, Marino is on the bubble of advancing to the Tour Championship, while Sabbatini, ranked 35th, is 5 spots away from making the top 30 field. Here's a look at the top 4 players on the leaderboard entering round 2. With a victory, Marino would move to 3rd, and he likely needs to finish inside the top 15 this week to advance to Atlanta. Sabatini would move to 4th with a victory. To get into the Tour Championship, he's going to need at least a 5th place finish. Bo Van Pelt at 54th is projected to move to 22nd if he maintains position. And with the tie for 3rd this week, Mark Leishman is projected to just slip into the field at Eastlake. While the pressure is on to make it to the Tour Championship, players also have to focus on the task at hand, especially on the difficult Cog Hill course.
You got to play smart out there. You just got to do what you do, and you got to approach it like any other week. I'm not going into it thinking anything about next week or 2 weeks' time. You know, I've got to focus on my job at hand, and you know, if you lose sight of that, this course will get you quickly.
You know, you just got to go out here and as hard as it is to try to treat this tournament just like any other tournament. You know, if you start thinking about, you know, everything that's kind of riding on the line this week, I think it could have a negative impact on your game. So for me, I'm just trying to go out there and just do the best that I can and shoot the lowest score that I possibly can, and at the end of the week, we'll figure it out.
Padraig Harrington is riding playoff momentum into round 2, tied for 5th after an opening round 3 under 68. The Irishman has finished inside the top 5 in 3 of his last 4 events on tour. Tiger Woods also enters the second round tied for 5th, 2 strokes off the lead. But even that won't be enough to take back the number 1 position in the standings. Woods needs to at least finish solo 3rd on Sunday to surpass Steve Stricker, who heads into Friday tied for 39th off a 1 over 72. The PGA Tour Network's Bob Stevens joins us from the Cog Hill course to share his perspective from inside the ropes.
Win, usually you can tell a little something about the day ahead by what happened on Thursday. I'm not so sure we're going to see that this week at the BMW Championship. First of all, the tee times are so close together. Usually there's a morning group, afternoon group, but then they have to switch on Fridays. Well, the only difference in tee times on this Friday are going to be an hour. Big deal. Golf course, though, could be very much different, and that will really hold the key to this. Mark Wilson, who's a member here at Cog Hill, told me that the ball was really bouncing on Thursday. It did not bounce nearly so much on Wednesday, so the course is drying out, and with the sub-air system in the greens, they can dial the greens about as fast or slow as they would like as well. It's also going to be a big day pressure-wise for 2 of the guys at the top of the leaderboard. Steve Marino, 26th in FedEx Cup point standings, needs to continue to play well. And Rory Sabbatini, who's played miserably lately, maybe has the whole President's Cup thing behind him now. He didn't make it, missed a couple of cuts, and is now playing better. Got an awful lot to play for, and a new puppy. A little 8-week-old puppy, little miniature dachshund named Jessie, that he's going to be playing with no matter what happens on Friday. Win?
Thanks, Bob. Second round coverage can also be seen on PGATour.com. Just follow the link to our live at coverage. Golf Channel has round 2 action from 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern.
Your World MasterCard comes with rewards, offers, and perks that matter to you. Whether it's tee time reservations at premier golf courses or tickets to the big game, you decide what's in your perfect world. Offers may vary. Go to priceless.com/world and register for more details.